Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Thursday, July the 21st, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones tarot cards for Throne Thursday. So we're starting off with this Two of Cups. So this could be a great partnership at work, or this could be love, or this could be love at work. We got two to start off with the Two of Cups, and then Judgment is 20, so 2 plus 0 is 2, so we get 2 again. So they're saying we're on the precipice of change. There is this energy shift that has happened. We do have Pluto in the sun in this alignment right now. It only happens once a year. And we're in this energy where it's like we're sensitive, but we're also doing zingers. You know, right now it's really hot where I am and it's humid and it's just like, ugh, and we don't want to be bothered with anything. Everything feels like a chore. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like watching our words, or it's just like, you know what? Just stay, they're saying alone and miserable by yourself. That's so bad. But it's just like, you know, even if you shower, you can't even get comfortable. It's like you sit there, you dry off, you put your lotion and everything off. And it's like, unless you're sitting in front of a fan, it's just like, it's gross. So I definitely feel like this partnership is going to release burdens in your life because the Ten of Spears, which is the Ten of Wands in reverse. This person is going to propose this to you. So this could be a proposal that this relationship will become that with the Nine of Coins. So safety and security is there. I feel like, you know, we were talking about this earlier where you're a strong, independent individual. So it's like, it's not like you need rescuing. It's not like you need someone to do things with for you. You are with them because you love them. You're that lover. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's like you are an amazing partner and you just need someone that's like, you know what? Cool. Let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not like anything you do is against your partner. It's like everything you do is for the family. It's for the betterment of the family. You have that drive. You don't need to be pushed or anything like that. You just need someone to have your back. You need that loyalty. You need that sounding board. That's what you need. You love being loved. That's the type of person you are. So you just need someone to stand by your side. That fierce person. We get with the King of Coins. This person is loyal, a leader. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is where it's just like, you know, they could sit down. Like in both of them, it's like being patient. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more understanding, like who you are as an individual. You don't need to sit there and be reined in. You know what I mean? They don't have to worry that you're going to wander or anything like that. They just have to realize who you are and be like, you know what? At least I have a badass partner that I don't have to worry about. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to sit there and feel like I'm carrying this whole thing by myself. They could sit pretty. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a 50-50 partnership, but I definitely feel like with this King of Coins, I feel like this person is that person that could sit there and just be a loyal, fierce, you know, partner, like dynamic duo. You know, I definitely feel like with the Six of Cups that this relationship, you know, you like they're sitting in front of a fire enjoying a beverage. You know, they're, you know, under the night sky. You know what I mean? And this way they're inside the house. But it's just like you're able to sit there and talk until the wee hours of the morning. This is something I always admired about Shane and myself. Is like even after 10 years, we could talk about anything and everything in a deep level. No judgment. There was no arguments. It's just like, you know, we could have those conversations. And the only reason the conversation stopped is because we had to go to, you know, start work at 6 a.m. and start all over again. You know what I mean? Or else the conversation would have kept going, you know? But I feel like that's where it is. It's like this, it feels like it's something from the past. It feels like you guys dated before, like you knew each other. So I feel like this is where it's going to happen quickly because that connection is deep. There's physical chemistry, there's romantic chemistry, there's just chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. You guys respect one another, you see one another. That's the biggest thing, to hear and see each other in a relationship. You know what I mean? That loyalty, that respect, and being, it's not even so much like they're saying honoring, and I understand honoring, but people can take that in a different way. I mean, honoring each other is the fact of saying thank you for freaking, you know, picking up those clothes that have been sitting there. Thank you for doing the laundry. Thank you for cutting the grass. That's one thing I was on my list, and you took care of it. Like, it's verbalizing your appreciation. It's not like bowing down to them and really like, you know what I mean? It's just saying, hey, you know what? I see what you do. You know what I mean? That's why I do 10 other things because I know what you do is a lot. You know, maybe one person is just the breadwinner. So the other one does everything else. You know what I mean? Maybe you're both breadwinners, you know, but maybe your income isn't as equal to theirs, but you still, you know, take care of everything. Like with me and Shane's relationship, when I started my business before he passed, unfortunately, I got my business license and it was just like, you know, I was doing my thing, but I also knew that, you know, he had to go into work, he had to do the drive in and all that. So I made sure that, you know, the snow was removed so he didn't have to worry about that. His car was cleaned off. His car was warmed up. So he just hop in the car. It was nice and toasty. I make sure when he backed out, because the snowbanks were huge, it's like, they would plow down that road like crazy. And it's just like, so he doesn't get T-boned. You know what I mean? That's the way partners should show up for each other. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter what the dynamic is. It's like you should always have each other's back. You should always hear and see each other. When you start not seeing your partner or appreciating your partner, that's when things go amiss. If you're not, they're saying, oh, the grass is always greener on the other side. Grass is only greener where you water it. If you're freaking doing everything you're supposed to, it's like a seedling. You're giving it sun. You're giving it its plant food. You're giving it, maybe some eggshells and coffee grounds, and you're putting your love and devotion and care into this, so it sprouts into something. That's why everybody misses that. Oh, in the beginning we were all over each other as hot and heavy, because other things took, so other things came into our life. You got to make each other a priority. Okay, you know what? We're a little busy this week. So next week, things are lighter, so we should make a night for ourselves. Let's watch a movie. Maybe you're not outdoor people. It's like, let's watch a movie. Let's have a bonfire like they're doing here. Let's make that time for each other. Let's sit there and make each other a priority. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit there and do these big grand gestures to be seen and be heard. Maybe it's just watching a game together. Maybe it's just watching a movie together. It's like, at least you're prioritizing, the relationship. I feel like with Judgment, this was in reverse. And I was like, but I see the way that his hands are, and I feel like that Libra energy balance. And I definitely feel like a rebirth, when we think about Judgment, a rebirth, when you think about when traditionally they're washing themselves in water and be reborn again. When we do that that devotion, when we sit there and we devote our rest of our lives to be, spread the word of the Lord. I'm just saying that because that's what traditionally it's for, being born again. In the Hebrew faith, they do this as well. They go in the bath, they walk out as a sinner, and they go into the bath and come out the other end as, clean slate. I feel like here, this is a rebirth in your life. I feel like this may happen in winter, because it does have winter here. So maybe that might be depressing to you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, winter's such a long time. But it's like, if you give up now, you'll never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So if you really want this partnership, it's like, maybe it's okay to be patient. Some things are worth the wait. You know what I mean? But I also feel like, when we think about, Judgment here, it's like, maybe you're going to, we were talking about that yesterday about, signs, positive signs. I didn't get so much yesterday. I got shut doors in the face. I'm like, damn, maybe that card meant in the reverse. It's like, dang, no acknowledgement whatsoever. But I feel like in this case, it's just like, signs are coming. They're saying, this is a deeper connection with our angels, mediumship, psychic abilities. When we usually think about Judgment, we see the trumpet. I always say shofar because of the Hebrew faith. But, our clairaudience, I definitely got a channeled message, and I have to write it down. But it's also when we sit there and it's, you channel images. Because we got the third eye there, the sixth chakra, our third eye. Because the eighth chakra is our aura. So it's just like, those channeled images where it's just like, like with myself, it was like a dream, and they said the message there, and I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, sitting there and writing it down, and what does it mean? Is it a deeper sense of things, or, what is this? But they give us those messages. You don't have to sit there and boggle your mind about it, make a rhyme or reason of it. It's just like, foretelling some things to come, having faith, even if anything doesn't come from it, just be like, okay, there was a reason why they said it, but I definitely feel like this is something that's coming, with especially the intertwining of the cups. So for some of you, this is going to be a business partnership, and it's just that great chemistry, and it's just that partnership, when it's hard to trust. And I feel like this is something like you're just like, dang, I can't believe, when you have those great partnerships, it's just the yin and yang, where I lack in this, you're phenomenal. Maybe you didn't have that experience before, So I feel like in that way, that's where this comes in, where it's just like total yin and yang energy, counterbalancing each other. Starting off with our Two of Cups, partnerships, relationships, love, agreements, creativity. A partnership is sealed. Is this too expressed happiness, passion, harmony, love, agreements, and often reveals moving in together, engagements, and wedding. It established relationships and friendships too. A sense of karmic connection, creative partnerships flourish. You respect each other. I definitely can think about one person that is where I don't know what it is about us. We always find our way back to each other. It's just like, years could go by, months could go by, days could go by, and it's just like we're right back to where we used to be. It's just like, hey, how's it going? I know they're going through some things, I'm going through some things, so it's just like, no matter, and this is someone I've known since I was, 16, 15, 16, and it's like, 20 some odd years later, we're still, it's so funny how in not such drastic ways, thank God, because I would never wish that on anyone, but it's like our life marries each other. It's like we're going side by side in this, in this, journey, and it's crazy, but I'm glad we have each other because, it's good friends are hard to find. So 10 of spears in reverse. So I feel like in this even if it's work, I feel like, I'm definitely getting wedding vibes with that 2 of cups now. It's like the wedding reception. With the 10 of spears in reverse, it's like this relationship lessens the burdens. And I feel like in a lot of ways, again, saying that you're a strong, independent person, I feel like it's 50-50. Like I said, like, maybe on your to-do list, like, you don't say nothing. You're just like, okay, gotta cut the grass. Like, okay, what's the weather going to be like? When's the temperature going to be like? Especially right now, there's no way in hell I'm cutting no grass and no freaking, 42. So that's like 100 and something, degrees. Like, I'm not cutting no grass in that. You know what I mean? So it's like, planning it out, and they turn around and do it for you. And you're just like, damn, thank you. You're like, one less thing I have to worry about, and it's just like, that's where I mean. It's like, if they do something for you, it's just like, thank you so much. That's one less thing I have to do. Just acknowledging, like, you know what I mean? You don't have to be an a-hole about it or anything, but it's just like, thank you. Like, I really appreciate you doing that. That was one less thing I got to worry about now. Just seeing them. That's the biggest thing in relationships, seeing and hearing and acknowledging your partner. You know what I mean? It's just like, just sitting there and it's like, damn, yeah, that was a delicious meal. Even if it's not the most gourmet meal, like at least you didn't have to do it. They're showing doing the dishes. They're showing massaging your feet. Like little gestures like that. That's where the relationships flourish. So 10 of spears in reverse. For me, this is lessening the burdens. So reverse position, our burdens are more imagined than real. So we're in our head, oh, this, or it's just like being a martyr is what they're going to say here. You're in danger of becoming a martyr. You're giving away your time and energy way too easily. You're taking on things you don't need to be taking on. I feel like in this sense of this reading, I feel like this is where you don't feel like, everything rides on your back. It's a lot easier to breathe, I feel like, especially when you have a sounding board, you have someone to discuss, like, to see things from a different perspective. Maybe there's things you're missing. It's always nice to have that perspective. So with the Knight of Coins, loyalty, investment, growth. The Knight has plans, a lot of plans and potential. While he or she may not be the most imaginative of souls, he or she is decadent, loyal, and steadfast. Applied to a situation, the card represents a long-term growth and commitment to a goal. So we're getting a lot of commitment. So the Nine of Pentacles is like, this card asks you to examine how you may succeed financially in the future. What seeds can you sow? So there is an emphasis on finances. Has been happening for a bit. I feel like where can you invest your money in a smart way? When you know that if you put $10 in, your $10 is going to still be there at the end of the day. Not this garbage where you put it in and it's gone. That's too much. It's like gambling, So King of Coins, wealth, stability, support, generosity, rewards. This king's concerns are money and possessions. Generous and reliable. He offers material comfort and protection. So this is where I feel like where it's the king. I feel like this is a steadfast, long relationship. I feel like this is loyalty. I feel like because he's in a seated position, it's like he could just sit pretty. He may work in building, property, architectural, or banking. Applied to a situation, he symbolizes money and security, loyalty and love. Problem solved. So there we go with the 10 of Spears in reverse. A medicinal meaning is finding profitable work, receiving financial sponsorship, or gifts. So we've been getting a lot of gifts lately by the grace of the universe, with no harm to none. We don't want anyone to get hurt for us to have some financial endeavor. Always make sure you put that out there. So I feel like it's just like, whatever, the universe is abundant, whatever gifts they want to bestow upon us, why not let it rain down on me, So the universe is abundant. Keep putting those manifestations out there. Six of Cups, nostalgia, reunion, harmony, childhood. This is what I feel. It's not so much childhood. I just feel like me and her have, like, again, like this person, it's like our life has been like parallel this whole time. It's crazy. The six of this card is card of visitors from the past. An individual comes back into your life offering friendship and affection while helping you appreciate both past and present. Equally, you may find your past learning experiences feed a new creative idea or project. I definitely feel, a sounding board. We both had the same kind of childhood, same kind of, school experience and certain things, So it's just like, it's nice to have that person that you can still, be like, I know I can count on them, So, but I feel like in this spread feeling, I definitely feel like this partnership is like, it feels like they're saying of the one of the ages, and I feel like it's just like you feel like that connection. This is where I feel like the chemistry there, the sexuality is there, the respect is there, loyalty is there. It's just like you don't have to question none of this. This is why I'm like, I don't feel like necessarily you guys have to get married, because I feel like it's just, I definitely feel like you'll get engaged, but I feel like that level of commitment is there, but you don't legally have to do it. I think like eventually you will. They're showing 5 to 6, so maybe 5 to 6 years. But I definitely feel like you'll get engaged fast, move in together fast and all that. But I just feel like it's just, everything will just hit together, and this is someone that will appreciate you and you'll appreciate them. So I feel like if in past relationships you were overlooked or just, taken advantage of, this is totally going to be different. So again, ending on the number 2, so they're saying a number of change. We're definitely getting that from the universe with Pluto and the sun being in this connection with each other. So this energy shift, Lionsgate is going to be coming up. So it's just like that portal is being opened. So just a time for great manifestations. Judgment often appears in a reading when you are on the brink of change. Excuse me. It comes with memories, dreams of the past. So we're getting definitely a lot of that. People reappearing in your life. You may decide to give a situation or relationship a second chance, or otherwise review your own behavior and see at a higher level the life lessons offered. The card also suggests a spiritual awakening, mediumship, connection with angels and guides. This is a powerful opportunity to make sense of the past, fame, and reputation. I feel like in a sense it's like a lot of people are leveling up as well. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like everything is opening up more, where it's just like they're showing like, it was like this like thin cloud over the sky, and now the veil is open more. I feel like people are a lot more open to the other side of things, and not just what, this life, we were taught just offers us, so people are going into those deep spiritual teachings. People are sitting there taking the time and the energy, putting in the proper places. We used to waste our time on such garbage, and it's like now we're just like, life is so precious. Like I remember talking to someone, I'm not going to get into too much detail because it's not my business to say, but someone was taken away from them. Something so like they were planning an innocent trip, and the person fainted and they ended up in the hospital and they didn't make it. You know what I mean? And it's just like something so innocent. Like we never know when it's our time. Same thing with Shane, was going to work innocently. Thank God he made it all the way to work and no one was injured, because he didn't crash his car or anything, by the grace of God, But it's an unfortunate situation, but it's just like, that's why it's like live every moment that you can in the fullest. Stop wasting your time on garbage, on pettiness. Sit there and invest it in things that, will make you a better person and grow you, It's just such a waste, what we waste our time and energy on. But put it in the positive things. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, July 21st, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.